Sheldon here, and this is another video on basically the startup process for the metal hidden blade that I'm working on. So to make the metal hidden blade, I have to make basically a paper prototype that is 10% bigger than this original one, which you guys probably remember seeing on this channel. And basically all I've been doing is just printing out the blueprints, the original templates, but just 10% bigger. So the dimensions that are on here don't necessarily match up with how big it actually is, but using the actual template, I'm able to make a real life version out of paper quick and easy. And what I think is actually really cool about this has only taken like 3 days to get to this point. So 3 days to make the base, which, you know, that includes the drying time, and then the blade only took 1 day, including the drying time. And I've just been using my normal method of using Elmer's glue all to make 8-layer pieces and then gluing those pieces together using some medium and thin grade super glue, Star Bond. I'll put the links in the description for Amazon. And that method works really well. I don't use 16-layer pieces anymore, I use 8-layer pieces. So the reason I'm making a paper prototype in the first place is to have components in actual reality that I can show my grandpa, so we can figure out how to mill it out of some 3/8 steel, which you can see here. And the thickness of this steel is the same as the thickness from here to the bottom of the base, so right there. Obviously you just have to imagine that this piece of steel will be much longer and a little bit wider, so we can secure it down and get all the channels cut out properly. And this is the dual extended hidden blade, which I made like 3 years ago here, so the original one. And like I said, it's smaller than this one by 10%. So I took the blade here and just made a single blade using the original blueprint, which you can see here. And all I had to do for this is just take these outside object lines and extend them out to right here, make them, you know, as long as the entire base. So have them converge toward the center line, which you can see there going across the whole thing. And I don't really care about all these other dimensions on here. Like, all I care about is just getting a 3D model in reality that I can take actual measurements off of. So my thought process is, if I can figure out how to make one of these out of steel, so the base here, not the entire hidden blade, just the base, it will be a lot more simple because these are crucial measurements, and if I can have everything based off of these measurements, it can fit all together kind of like a puzzle, and I can reverse engineer all the other components around this piece. And I'm not trying to have like perfect measurements or anything, I'm just trying to have a 3D representation, something I can actually hold and look at to help form a metal one, to make an actual master metal hidden blade, and every hidden blade after that will be based on that master hidden blade and all those measurements. So I hope that makes sense to you guys, and this is actually coming together a lot quicker than I thought it would. Like, normally this stuff would take like a few weeks, but I've gotten pretty fast at this and I actually have time to work on it now. And of course I've invested in some better tools, you know, like this hand drill thing. It's been a lifesaver. I don't have to twist the drill like with my fingertips. And I also don't have to have the hassle of like plugging in a whole power drill into the wall just to drill a hole like that big. So it's really nice. So within the next few days, I plan on putting up some videos on Patreon showing sort of behind the scenes of this process and the template making and stuff like that, and just ideas I have. And I plan on asking you guys questions, and you can ask me questions too. So if you guys are interested in that, just be sure to click on the link in the description and it'll take you over to the Patreon page and you can look at all that stuff. Like, I'll still be posting the videos on YouTube, but you can see it earlier if you want to on Patreon. And I'd really appreciate the support because we have some major stuff that's going to be happening pretty soon and I'm pretty excited. So it's all going to come together and you are going to see the entire process of it. So Thanks for watching, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments section below or in a personal message, and be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see all the latest updates, and I'll see you guys in the next video.